the featherweight world title clash. Allow me to introduce first of all the challenger to the red corner, Matt James.
Matt James, regular here on Battle Arena. He mixed up his training. He's been working a lot of grappling. He told me not to give the game away, but it's all about the submissions today. That's the game plan.
Matt James.
Matt James. So, interesting, Steve. He started off Russell Perks, Mr. Taekwondo.
Oh, yes.
And now he's gone full circle, and he's Mr. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu now. And he's been, he hasn't been at Russell Perks for a long time, but I think the last year or two, focusing heavily on his grappling. And he told me earlier the whole game plan here is Gracie Jiu-Jitsu for the win.
Good man. Co-main event, of course, of the evening. And he's fighting for that featherweight world title. And if he's really branched out on his skills,
yep,
he's going to have his hands full. You know, Ogendo from Nottingham MMA.
See some Eclipse Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
There's lots
he has
going
looked
on there.
So good in previous fighters, Matt James. Good friends. Luke Wolfenden, I think he's here in the crowd cheering. Looks shredded as well, looks in really good shape.
Great shape as always. Very competitive. He's got that look about him.
It's time to invite the reigning champion to defend his title into the blue corner, Geoff Ogendo.
But Geoff Ogendo is not going to let that title go lightly.
Proud of his African heritage, is Geoff Ogendo.
Kenyan?
Kenyan,
we worked this out last time, yes.
Yeah.
He can fight as well as Kenyans.
Oh, looking fired up. I like the music. Mixing it up. Usually we try to get the crowd to sit down. Some on tables.
I don't think that's going to work this time. I think there's a tribal dance about to happen.
I like it. I'm not a criticism. He's ready to go. Is Geoff Ogendo. Fighting out of Nottingham MMA. Great gym. Had some good results this evening. How's he going to do?
He's the champ.
The phenom, Matt James.
Geoff Ogendo. World Championship.
The Jiu-Jitsu machine, Matt James. Matt James is doing his own African dance.
Did you see Black Panther?
I did see Black
Panther. It was
alright.
all right.
I like Black Panther. Is this what we've got going on? We've got Black Panther versus Iron Man. Batman.
Yeah, he looks more like a Batman, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it should be like that kind of fight they had in Black Panther. There was a triangle choke there. Poorly applied, but whatever. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
Just 2 fights left this evening here at Battle Arena 52, Egbaston Stadium, brought to you by Feel Supreme, the best CBD oil you can get on the market, and Battle Ready Fight Management. And Blizzard Sport, look at those beautiful gloves our fighters are wearing.
Yes, indeed. If you want to get them, get that Arctic Blast from Blizzard Sports.
An observation about these gloves, and not just these gloves, but MMA sparring gloves or 7-ounce MMA gloves. So the gloves we use on this show, they have a bit more padding. We have seen no rear naked chokes the whole evening out of 35.
So hard to get those in, isn't it?
It is. We've seen a lot of arm bars, a couple of triangles, but no rear naked chokes.
One guillotine.
A guillotine. Even a guillotine's going to be hard with these big gloves on.
Hard to sneak it in, isn't it? Here we go, here's that world title.
Geoff Ogendo.
5 3-minute rounds.
Battle Arena presents 5 3-minute rounds of amateur mixed martial arts in this world featherweight title. Introducing first, the challenger in the red corner, representing Eclipse Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Matt James!
Matthew, the Savage James.
Across the cage, his opponent in the blue corner, the defending champion, representing Nottingham MMA, Geoff Ogendo!
Oh,
Let's get back to business.
a lot of fans here for Geoff Ogendo.
Please remain seated in the seating area before we commence action inside the cage.
Wow, some of them sat down. Oh, Ogendo fired up. It's looking a bit
Ogendo
more muscular than last time we saw him.
Yeah, he's
Coming
coming
out
out a bit
strong.
thicker through the
Matthew
middle.
James, that was the plan from the very beginning.
Going to take down, but Ogendo flattens him out with the hips. Excellent sprawl. Just didn't let Matt James get up to his feet so he could finish the takedown.
How well has this Gracie Jiu-Jitsu worked? What will he be able to do off his back? Aggressive with the guard work.
Frantic work for position right now.
Ogendo is doing a really good job of not letting Matthew James get that right leg out and get back to full guard. This is why I think having a really good butterfly game can be so advantageous. You don't have to get it out if you can use that to elevate and make space.
It's coming back, isn't it? Butterfly.
Yeah, I like it. It's really good entry to leg locks, that's why. It's made it very fashionable. Oh, Matthew James still trying to get the sweep. Beautiful butterfly sweep.
Now he's got to solidify this position. Can he stay on top of Ogendo? Can he make this work?
Will he look for ground and pound or will he look for a submission?
Can he redirect Ogendo away from the cage as well? Because Ogendo's looking to wall walk. You know it.
Yeah.
When you're that powerful.
Ogendo is just walking to the cage. And it worked.
So
He was miles away when he started. He moved right over to the cage, used it to elevate his bridge. Very intelligent fighting from Ogendo.
But he's in Matthew James's guard.
He is indeed.
Matthew James looking to push that arm back and probably set up a triangle. He's got the over wrap on the right arm of Ogendo, keeping him close, not allowing him to get any ground and pound working.
Matthew James, good job controlling Geoff Ogendo's right arm. He's got it over-wrapped, and I think he was trying to get a triangle off it, but now that Ogendo's holding him against the cage, and this is such a good tactic against a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter, because so often on the mat you never have your head pressed against the wall. If you end up hitting the wall, you would just shimmy back into the middle of the mat. But it's a whole big aspect of mixed martial arts, this cage craft.
Yes, crushing that head into that little corner there, staying on top, making him hold the guard, making him tire out his legs. In a 5-round fight, this can all come to fruition. This can cause... It's really a game of... It's a game of chess with deathly consequences.
It is indeed.
Still got that overwrap in the arm. Ogendo hasn't been able to free it.
Been some very interesting little grappling exchanges, but neither fighter's taken any damage.
Back to their corners. Hard to score that one. Ogendo spends more time on top. Momentarily, Matt James was on top in that mount position. Could have done a lot of damage there, but Ogendo did so well to escape and reverse.
Very interesting. They're very keen to wipe the sweat off Geoff Ogendo. It's kind of... I would be a little bit gamesmanship if I was fighting a Gracie fighter. I would let my fighter stay sweaty. I wouldn't be wiping them down with a towel.
Yeah, you don't want him to get caught up. That friction can be your enemy, especially when you're fighting a submission specialist.
Pretty close around that. Probably Geoff Ogendo just
Sneaks
nicks
it
it a
out by
little
control.
bit.
Yeah.
Just more time on top. Actually had a less dominant position than our boy Matthew James.
Here we wait as we go into the second frame. Steps out, touch gloves. Matt James in that southpaw stance. Ogendo kicking, though he knows the takedown's
nicely
there.
timed. Very nicely timed by Matthew
Ogendo
James.
pops, well, tries to pop back up, but he gets his foot back under him. He's peppering him with shots.
Good ground and pound. Wow. Hammer fist.
Kind of halfway ground and pound, yeah. Matt's looking to collect that leg. Ogendo's got such great balance.
He really does. But Matt James, while he's doing this, and he's the one holding him against the cage, he is winning. Even though not a huge amount of damage being done.
He feeds some knees in there.
Nice trip.
As Ogendo tries to break out to the middle of the ring, he is tripped down by Matt James. Matt James just to consolidate, stay close in that half guard.
This is good position for MMA, this half guard. It's a bit harder for Geoff Ogendo to, oh, but he reverses. That was just all power.
I don't think until you fight Geoff Ogendo, you understand how strong he is. Because that was
what a monster.
Just such power, such muscle.
I think we're going to see another triangle attempt here from Matthew James. He's wrapped up Geoff Ogendo's right arm. Now wants to control Geoff's left. Maybe a little bit of wrist control and then throw his legs over the top, but Geoff is well aware of this. He's actually walking Matthew James to the middle of the cage, which just surprises me.
James lost the overwrap on the right side of Ogendo.
Did possibly be looking, trying to set up a sweep or something now.
Don't give the game away, guys.
Oh, just like that. Jesus. Just like that. Now grapevining. Maybe he remembers round one.
That's what I want to see. Hands wide and just let him consolidate position for a little while, and then he can do some damage. But this is what you want to win a round. This is it.
Make sure you win the round. It's going to be exhausting for Geoff Ogendo on the bottom here. Matthew James with good smothering top pressure. Classic Gracie Jiu-Jitsu style. Oh, Geoff Ogendo is trying to set up the old Upa escape.
I think he might have it.
Matthew James
is kind of power.
Well aware of it. Matthew James, I think he was possibly looking for an arm. Or at the very least some ground and pound. Been asked by the referee to progress position. He's in mount. Not sure where he goes much better, but... Oh, nice work by Matthew James. Landing some big shots.
Position here.
Oh, Geoff trying to use the cage to walk. Good round for Matthew James. Round apiece.
Definitely. It's all tied up here as we go into the third.
Wow.
That was good. That's a very positive round for Matt James. Geoff Ogendo's got to start thinking about what he's going to do to stop those takedowns, because it's been obvious since the very beginning of the fight. But you can't just keep relying on explosive power, especially the more and more the fight progresses. That can be problematic for anyone.
We are almost at the end of this show.
One more fight, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us on Fight.tv. Oh, there we go. Michael Kelso. Michael Kelso. Must be.
Which was the one that jumped on you, Steve?
It was that one.
It was that one.
Yeah, that one.
You're friends now?
We're buddies.
That's a weird way to make friends, but okay.
You got to make them in the most positive way you can.
Matthew James. Wise. Look at that. I think there was some gamesmanship then by Geoff Ogendo's corner. Maybe over-lubing him a little bit. They wanted to be slippy, so Matthew James can't keep holding him down.
Ooh, Matthew James steams in with some big right hands. Stands in front. Both guys planted their feet and they were ready to trade there momentarily. And then Matthew James remembered the game plan.
The game plan is Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Now, I mean, it worked fantastically in the last round.
Good pressure, good wrestling pressure here from Matthew James.
Oh.
Looks for a throw, but
Well, got the double underhooks out of it.
don't want to play this power game with Ogendo.
Geoff Ogendo's supporters are mainly focused on dancing, not shouting advice or anything technical. I appreciate that. I like it. That's enthusiasm.
Very much, a lot of enthusiasm. Matthew James winning the positional control at the moment.
Matthew James just pressure, pressure, pressure.
Got an elevation there. Good single leg. Ogendo breaks it up and looks for knees. Gets a body lock.
Ogendo's got the double unders.
Push him into it. Good head position from Ogendo.
Very good work from both these fighters. Matthew James looking a little bit more fatigued now. Needs to try and get off this cage.
So hard to put all that pressure onto somebody over 2 rounds.
Yeah. Oh, maybe a low blow.
Maybe.
Winston in pain.
Didn't quite look that low from this angle, but hard to see.
Definitely.
Those
Trying to get the
moves are
inside of the thigh. One round apiece going into this.
And now Ogendo's got the pressure and the position.
Oh. Ogendo's dropping down for the takedown. Matthew James doing a good job of keeping his leg wide. Now he's looking for the Kimura trap. That's where you get a shoulder lock on Ogendo's left arm. And it means even if Ogendo gets the takedown, he's got to be so wary because Matthew James can start attacking the arm. Referee's calling for action. I think they're trying. Matthew James not giving up that Kimura grip. Landing a few little hits from the top to stay on his feet.
It's the first round that hasn't hit the ground.
Ooh, 2-1, I suppose, but that's probably about half the round each to control.
Really, really strong performances from Ogendo. Ogendo's looking more worn of the 2 fighters, but we did see that Matthew James was fatiguing there in that 3rd round. And now we're into the championship rounds. This is where you got to dig deep. This is where who wants it more comes to the forefront. And that is the deciding factor. Always the deciding factor here at Battle Arena. Going around, taking a look around. It's perfect. Just waiting for this 4th round to start. For there to be a sheer decision or a sheer change. Got a little cut maybe over the eye of Matthew James, being looked at by our cut crew.
Matthew James looking calm, controlled. I think he took a tough couple of groin shots. Oh. What's going on? They've spilt water everywhere again. Geoff Ogendo's crew.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with this. I can't continue.
Geoff Ogendo soaked as always. They must pour water on him every round. Like he's a pot plant.
Pot plant?
Yeah, you water it.
Did you say pot plant, Chris?
Pot plant. A
That's
plant in a pot.
Perfect time for me to say that we're brought to you by Field Supreme CBD.
It's good stuff.
Good stuff. It's the good stuff. I know a guy. Oh no, what's going on? Gotta tape his gloves.
Gamesmanship, maybe a little bit.
Give him some time, you know? We want full Ogendo. We want him to go full Ogendo. A little bit of derision from the crowd here.
Well, It's been known that sometimes a more fatigued fighter will play for a little bit of time.
He is. We got the Ogendo camp dancing.
I appreciate the dancing. They're very good at
Me too.
dancing.
Matthew James lands a right hook, lead right, and a straight left. Quick left. He just steams forward, does Matthew James there.
Oh, Matthew James landed a few in a row and got the takedown. Very impressed.
Now looking to pass as well. Maybe time to see how Ogendo is off his back.
Oh, good guard recovery by Ogendo. I mean, Nottingham MMA, known for having very good jiu-jitsu. Matthew James walking him to the cage, very intelligent. If Ogendo's head is against the cage, it means it's hard for him to angle off, open guard, escape, or throw up submissions. That means Matthew James can throw some ground and pound. Oh, he's got to watch his arm. I think Ogendo's trying to set up a triangle.
He's really trying to sneak it in there, but James is doing well to posture up.
Matthew James very aware of it.
And some extra expert advice from the crowd as well.
Well, not really, because that would be the worst thing to do when he had his arm and setting up the triangle. But yeah, sure.
Posturing up?
He would have been able to slip out his foot there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. Good stuff.
I just say kill the space.
Kill the space, crush him in.
You got to know what the right thing to do is at the right time. He's watching them legs. Geoff again, they've been quite active on his back. Matt James not doing a huge amount. Oh, stand up. Interesting, interesting. It's pretty quick. I think Matthew James should just shoot for another takedown. I think Matthew James had a big shot then. Looked a little bit rocked. Oh, big knees. Geoff Ogendo. Oh, this is so backwards and forwards, this fight, Steve. It's very
So
exciting action. This is the co-main event here at Battle Arena 52, Egbaston Stadium, Birmingham.
It's a very evenly matched fight.
Between Geoff Ogendo from Nottingham MMA and Matthew James from Eclipse Jiu-Jitsu. Interesting takedown defense going on from Matthew James. That foot across again, BJ Penn style.
Just trying to keep those hips away.
Yeah, I like it, I like it. Both fighters seemingly exhausted.
Kept up a frenetic pace lately. It's been incredible.
Oh!
Big left hook lands. Wow. Wow.
I don't know how you score that. It could be 2 rounds apiece now.
I'm hoping
I don't
so.
know.
So this is the deciding factor, and this is what's going to bring it all together right now in this 5th and final round.
Definitely could be.
This is when coaching, training, conditioning, everything comes into effect, because it's going to be your heart that's going to beat you through this. It's got to pump the blood around you. It's got to get you in there.
Will
Let's see
they
who's
water
gonna go.
Geoff Ogendo again? What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I think they're going to dump a lot of water on him.
It hasn't worked so far.
Like a pot plant, right, Chris?
Like a pot.
Like a pot plant.
Very interesting first 2 rounds here. It could be 2 rounds apiece. This is the fifth and final championship round, and this could be the decider. It could be 2 rounds apiece. It could, maybe Geoff Ogden snuck the last round. Everything's to play for in this 5th and final championship round. Who wants it more?
I'm
Who's
just
got
praying,
better cardio?
I'm just praying for a finish. I want
Finish
somebody
would
to
be great.
finish.
Oh, Matthew James landed a few big shots.
Big hands coming off the chin of Ogendo, and Ogendo still firing back.
Very good work from Matthew James. Matthew James grinding pressure again.
So evenly matched.
Yeah.
Good. And now can he sneak that arm? Is he gonna? Oh, come on, sneak in the mount. That's what I want to see from Matthew James.
Matthew's got to throw something up, or maybe he thinks it's 2 rounds apiece, and this is gonna clinch it for him.
Somebody's got to look for the finish here.
If Matthew stays on top the whole round, is that a 10-8? And that would really change the course of this fight.
They haven't been giving him out like candy lately. Circles him back around.
Grinds his head into the cage.
And then posture back up.
Crowd on the side of Matthew James.
Again, just not much being able to be done. So evenly matched.
Oh, Matthew James just staying on top, doing some damage. Thing is, he's grinding his head into the cage to stop Geoff Ogendo escaping, but it also just limits his space to maybe spin for an arm lock towards the end of this round. Oh, Geoff Ogendo waving at someone in the crowd, I think, which is possibly not the best idea. Let's focus on escaping this mount position.
Hard to keep your wits about you in these kind of exciting circumstances, eh, Chris?
How does this change the score of the fight? I mean,
just smothers him, but can't really get any sort of
10-8,
finish.
that really changes it.
Wow. It's really anybody's fight. It'd be so hard to score it. I'm glad I'm not Marty Wolf or Levon Hasdale.
Wow, wow, wow. Who won that? See, prison rule says whoever was winning at the end of the fight is the winner.
I think that should be the ongoing thing, unless like you've really just snatched it from the jaws of defeat, maybe.
Because Matthew Price dominated the last round, but did he do really well in 2 rounds, but lose 3 by sneak?
Yeah, it's hard to say, isn't it? It's a bit meh. Here we go, we're waiting for the decision. It's a hard one.
This is the most interesting decision we're going to have had this evening. Very difficult to pick a winner. Matthew Price looking very confident.
Now we have both fighters in the center of the cage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, in our co-main event of the evening, the Battle Arena Featherweight World Title, we consult the judges' scorecards. It is a unanimous decision. And the new featherweight world champion in the red corner, Matt James!
If there was one we were going to run back, Chris, that's got to be that one.
Yeah, we could do that one again.
I think those guys shouldn't fight with rounds just until somebody finishes somebody else.
Wow.
Matthew James has got to be pleased with that.
And Geoff Ogendo's fans can't be too disappointed. It was a very, very good performance. Very, very close. I'm surprised it was unanimous.
Me too.
What a great contest that was. Back and forth the whole way. The end of the fight, right next to where I was, you're both talking to each other, telling each other how tough you are. How does it feel to be the new ballerina featherweight champion?
Absolutely amazing. I've worked so hard. Absolutely amazing. Done training 6 days a week. Took time out of my family healthy, and did it for them. Trying to make them proud of me. Yeah, it feels amazing.
Well, it was a great fight. Both real tough guys. Geoff's tough. You were tough in that. Both rocked each other with big shots as well. What a great fight.
We were talking to each other at the end. He was going, this is horrendous. And I'm like, I know I'm knackered. I said, I'm going to have that shiny belt up here. And I think he said, well, we'll see about that work for it. And I'm like, alright then, let's go.
I know, they're doing the clothes amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your new ballerina featherweight champion, Matt James. And please make some noise for the real Geoff